Hello, everyone. And again, a warm welcome to this first edition of the Global in Health Seminar. I am Sara Bertucci. I'm a second-year student from the Master in Global Health. And I would like to thank you all, first of all, on behalf of the organizing team for being here with us today. We are very, very happy that we gather such a diverse audience. We have students, we have professors, we have experts from the academia, the government, and NGOs. And we are extremely happy about it. And I think I can speak on behalf of everyone from our team when I say that we're really, really excited to be spending the next few hours with you all, delving deeper into the importance of transdisciplinarity in global health. So we organized this event together with alumni and second-year students from the Advanced Inter-University Master in Global Health, precisely because we found that transdisciplinarity has been some sort of a leitmotif during our previous academic and professional experiences, as well as something that is really central in the training that we get as part of the master. So we thought of making use of this time with you all today. So to achieve two objectives mainly. First, to have a platform to discuss with experts, but of course with you all, about the importance, the need for more transdisciplinary cooperation, but also about the challenges that relates to this kind of approach. And then we also want to make use of this time to showcase how the work of our students from this program has been already a great contribution to this idea of working across different disciplinary perspectives and actually integrate them to tackle global health challenges today. So you will see us from the organizing team going around and working to make sure that everything runs smoothly. With Sage on me, there will be two other second-year master students, Zita Jabokorski as co-host, and Danielle Fernandez, who will be moderating the panel discussion later on. I think that's it. On our side, let's move on to some more practical aspects of today. At the moment of registration, you sort of all got a tote bag, I hope. Inside, there are some goodies. On this note, I would make use of this moment to thank our sponsor, Save Me. They're a great company that decided to provide us today with these fully recyclable water cans. They're a great contribution to the sustainability of our event, which I think it's a topic that is close to us all. In the bag, there's also a little leaflet. I would kindly ask you to use it to access our website. There's a little link at the bottom, or you can also scan the QR code. And the website is really important for today because there you can find all the information, especially our agenda. In fact, the one that you will find on the leaflet has been changed a bit last minute, and the updated version is on the website. We will be using the website also to access the more interactive sessions that we will be having later on. Last practical point, I believe, to just remind to please keep your mask on during the whole event. But of course, you can take them off during the coffee break and the reception that we will be having later. So I think that's it from the practical points. Looking at what's next up in our program today, I will be shortly giving the floor to Professor De Goma for some introductory remarks. And then we will be screening the introductory videos that were sent to us by three renowned global health experts. I would like to thank them. We are greatly honored to have received their support. They wanted to send us these videos despite they couldn't be present here today. We will be screening first a video from Dr. Weiler from WHO Europe, followed by one from Professor Tamerman from Aga Khan University in Kenya, and then a video from Minister Kittier from the Development and Cooperation Federal Minister in Belgium. We thank them a lot, and we are really excited and looking forward to share with you the great insights that they shared with us. So without further ado, I will give the word to Professor De Goma. He's the director of the International Center of Reproductive Health and program coordinator of our master program. Over to you, Olivia.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, dear students, it's always a great feeling and a real pleasure for teacher when students ask to to just say a few words at an event they're organizing themselves. It gives the teacher the feeling that they really appreciate what you say as a teacher and that they want to hear more from you. Next thing I heard was that I was given maximum 5 minutes, so keep it short. So I think the message was very clear. We like what you say, but really don't push it. So well taken, and I'll settle for that. So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this first seminar organized by our students in global health. I promised I would say very, very little because this is their day. It's not really the day of the program, it's the day of the students. But they asked me to give some introductory remarks about the importance of global in health. And I would like to start with a couple of words from Ban Ki-moon from almost day to day 10 years ago. In September 2011, at the 66th General Assembly of the United Nations, Ban Ki-moon said the following sentence: "Saving our planet, lifting people out of poverty, advancing economic growth, these are one and the same fight. We must connect the dots between climate change, water scarcity, energy shortages, global health, food security, and women's empowerment. Solutions to one problem must be solutions for all." It made me think of the Three Musketeers: all for one and one for all. You may remember the adagio, but maybe this is exactly what the global in health means. It's all for one, one for all, and we just have to consider how one person's actions has an impact on everybody's, and what everybody is doing has an impact on one single person. How one country's actions have an impact on the world, and how what the world decides has an impact on one country. How one discipline can have an impact on many other disciplines, and many other disciplines on that one discipline. So it's this interrelationship between one versus the other and the other versus the one that, according to me, form really the core of what we should see in global health. And these are difficult times for this. I think the very concept of global health is being questioned, is being challenged. And it's a bit ironical how microorganism of 10,000 of a millimeter now in the last 2 years has really shown how what we considered a given, that the globalization had led to a more interdependent world in which we would all have to collaborate and work together to find solutions. Well, how all these concepts and these convictions that we had for the past 20, 30 years basically are now jeopardized by this. All of a sudden, we see that high income countries are facing dilemmas whether or not they should prioritize their own population, their young population, to be vaccinated or boost vaccines versus other countries where the most vulnerable have not even yet been vaccinated, where we see that on the one hand, we have health experts going for more health, less casualties, and then civil liberties advocates, privacy lawyers who question how far we can go in reducing individual rights for the benefit of population health. And so what I think we've in the past 20 or 30 years really considered a given is really being jeopardized. And I think polarization is certainly not something new. It's not something of the last 2 years. COVID has not led to the polarization that we have today. That's something that started already many years ago. But the current pandemic has provided fertile ground or even fertilizers to this polarization to boost this feeling of it's us versus them. And you see the us versus them at the level of countries, the us versus them at the level of internal populations, at the level of disciplines, etc. So we're seeing these widening gaps all over the place. But unless we really want to go back to a society of isolated societies, tribalism, closed guilds where only experts meet each other and don't talk to other experts, we will have to cross these gaps. We will have to build bridges from one side to the other. And I think this is exactly what we want to do with this Master of Global Health. This has always been and will always be the aim of our program. We want to be bridge builders for health. And we have students from different disciplines, from different backgrounds, with different priorities, with different interests, but who all come together for 2 years to develop this common interest, these common bridges, to try to find solutions for problems of one versus problems for many, and try to build, or at least provide those little bits and of bricks to this bigger bridge. Building bridges is not easy. Clearly, it's a huge endeavor. You need the right tools, you need the right material, you need good building plans, and you need the right people to do that. You need people who have the right skills, who have the right knowledge, who have the right competences. And I think this is exactly what we're trying to do with this master program, to provide all these skills, these competences to our students to embark in a career building bridges in global health. And of course, today as program director, I'm euphoric to see what our students are doing or actually proposing here, really building bridges to other people to share their enthusiasm in global health. I will end with a second statement, a final statement by Hans Rosling. I think many of you are familiar with Hans Rosling. The belated Hans Rosling passed away in 2017. Hans Rosling once said, the 1 to 2 billion poorest in the world who don't have food for the day suffer from the worst disease, globalization deficiency. The way globalization is occurring could be much better, but the worst thing is not being part of it. For those people, we need to support good civil societies and governments. I think by being here today, you're showing that you are part of it. You're part of the Global Health Forum. You're part of the Global Health family community. And I would really invite you after these presentations and discussions this afternoon to join us in building those bridges to the rest of the world, in particular to those who do not belong yet to the global health scene. Thank you very much and enjoy the afternoon.